Sunset high and I'm by your side. Blood rush in a hazy glow. My hands to the bones. No stop.
Eber, Eliel, Abdon, Zikri, Hanan, Hanea, Elam, Enothronijah, Ifdiah, and Penuel were the sons of Shishak. Shamshiri, Shehariah, Athaliah, Jerishai, Elijah, and Zikri were the sons of Jeroham. All these were the heads of families, chiefs, as listed in their genealogy, and they lived in Jerusalem. Gileal, the father of Gibeon, lived in Gibeon. His wife's name was Maacah, and his firstborn son was Abdon, followed by Zor, Kish, Baal, Ner, Nadab, Gedor, Ahio, Zecher, and Mikloth, who was the father of Shemaiah. They too lived near their relatives in Jerusalem. Ner was the father of Kish, Kish the father of Saul, and Saul the father of Jonathan. Malchishua, Abinadab, and Eshbal, the son of Jonathan. Meribal, who was the father of Micah. The sons of Micah, Pithon, Melech, Tariah, and Ahaz. Ahaz was the father of Jehoiada. Jehoiada was the father of Elimeth, Azmaveth, and Zimri was the father of Moza, and Moza was the father of Viniah. Raphath was his son, Eliasah his son, and Azel his son. Azel had 6 sons, and these were their names: Azrikam, Bokeru, Ishmael, Shiriah, Obadiah, and Hanan. All these were the sons of Aziel, the sons of his brother Eshek. Ulam his firstborn, Joash the second son, and Eliaphet the third. The sons of Ulam were brave warriors who could handle the bow. They had many sons and grandsons, 150 in all. All these were the descendants of Benjamin. Chapter 9. All Israel was listening to the genealogies recorded in the books of the kings of Israel and Judah. They were overtaken captive to Babylon because of their unfaithfulness. The people in Jerusalem. Now the first to resettle on their own property and their own towns were some Israelites, priests, Levites, and temple servants. Those from Judah, from Benjamin, and from Ephraim and Manasseh who lived in Jerusalem were Uthai, son of Ammihud, the son of Omri, the son of Imri, the son of Bani, a descendant of Perez, son of Judah, of the Shalathanites, Asaiah, the firstborn, and his sons, of the Zerahites, Jewel. The people from Judah numbered 690. Of the Benjamites, Salu, son of Meshullam, the son of Hodaviah, the son of Hasanua, Ibniah, son of Jeroham, Hela, son of Uzi, the son of Mikri, and Meshullam, son of Shephatiah, the son of Ruel, the son of Abnijah. The people from Benjamin, as listed in their genealogy, numbered 956. All these men were heads of their families. Of the priests, Jediah, Jehorib, Jekin, Azariah, son of Hilkiah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Zadok, the son of Mariath, the son of Ahitub, the official in charge of the house of God, Adiah, son of Jeroham, the son of Pashur, the son of Malchijah, and Masai, son of Adiel, the son of Jazira, the son of Meshullam, the son of Meshulmaluth, the son of Immer. The priests who were heads of families numbered 1,760. They were able men responsible for ministering in the house of God of the Levites. Shemaiah, son of Hashub, the son of Zechirim, the son of Hashabiah, of Merite, Bakibar, Harishagal, and Matana, son of Micah, the son of Zikri, the son of Asaph, Obadiah, son of Shemaiah, the son of Galal, the son of Jeduthun, and Berechiah, son of Asa, the son of Elkanah, who lived in the villages of the Netophathonites, the gatekeeper Shallum, Makub, Talmon, Ahiman, and their fellow Levites, Shallum and their chief being stationed at the king's gate on the east up to the present time. These were the gatekeepers belonging to the camp of the Levites. Shallum, son of Kori, the son of Ebiasaph, the son of Korah, and his fellow gatekeepers from his family, the Korathites, were responsible for guarding the thresholds of the tent, just as their ancestors had been responsible for guarding the entrance to the dwelling of the Lord. In earlier times, Phinehas, son of Eleazar, was the official in charge of the gatekeepers, and the Lord was with him. Zechariah, son of Meshelmiah, was the gatekeeper at the entrance to the tent of meeting. Altogether, those chosen to be gatekeepers at the thresholds numbered 212. They were registered by genealogy in their villages. The gatekeepers had been assigned to their positions of trust by David and Samuel the seer. They and their descendants were in charge of guarding the gates of the house of the Lord, the house called the tent of meeting. The gatekeepers were on the 4 sides, east, west, north, and south. Their fellow Levites and their villages had to come from time to time and share their duties for 7-day periods. But the 4 principal gatekeepers, who were Levites, were entrusted with the responsibility for the rooms and treasuries in the house of God. They would spend the night stationed around the house of God because they had to guard it, and they had charge of the key for opening it each morning. Some of them were in charge of the articles used in the temple service. They counted them when they were brought in and when they were taken out. Others were assigned to take care of the furnishings and all the other articles of the sanctuary, as well as the special flour and wine and the olive oil, incense, and spices. But some of the priests took care of mixing the spices. A Levite named Mattithiah, the firstborn of Shallum the Korahite, was entrusted with the responsibility for baking the offering bread. Some of the Kohathites, their fellow Levites, were in charge of preparing for every Sabbath the bread set out on the table. Those who were musicians, head of Levite families, stayed in the rooms of their temple and were exempt from other duties because they were responsible for the work day and night. All these were heads of Levite families, chiefs as listed in their genealogy, and they lived in Jerusalem. The genealogy of Saul: Jeiel, the father of Gibeon, lived in Gibeon. His wife's name was Maacah, and his firstborn son was Abdon, followed by Zor, Kish, Baal, Ner, Nadab, Gedor, Ahio, Zechariah, and Mikloth. Mikloth was the father of Shemim. They too lived near their relatives in Jerusalem. Ner was the father of Kish, Kish the father of Saul, and Saul the father of Jonathan. Malchishua, Abinadab of Ishbaal, the son of Jonathan. Meribbaal, who was the father of Micah. Sons of Micah: Pithon, Melech, Toriah, and Ahaz. Ahaz was the father of Jada. Jada was the father of Alameth, Asmaveth, and Zimri. And Zimri was the father of Moza. Moza was the father of Biniah. Rephahiah was his son, Elisha his son, and Aziel his son. Aziel had 6 sons, and these were their names: Azrikam, Bokru, Ishmael, Sheariah, Obadiah, and Hanan. These were the sons of Azel. Saul takes his life. Chapter 10. Now the Philistines fought against Israel. The Israelites fled before them, and many fell dead on Mount Gilboa. The Philistines were in hot pursuit of Saul and his sons, and they killed his sons Jonathan, Abinadab, and Malchishua. The fighting grew fiercer on Saul, and when the archers overtook him, they wounded him. Saul said to his armor-bearer, "Draw your sword and run me through, and these uncircumcised fellows will come and abuse me." But his armor-bearer was terrified and would not do it. So Saul took his own sword and fell on it. When the armor-bearer saw that Saul was dead, he too fell on his sword and died. So Saul and his 3 sons died, and all his house died together. When all the Israelites in the valley saw that the army had fled and that Saul and his sons had died, they abandoned their towns and fled, and the Philistines came and occupied them. The next day when the Philistines came to strip the dead, they found Saul and his sons fallen on Mount Gilboa. They stripped him and took his head and his armor, and sent messengers throughout the land of the Philistines to proclaim the news among their idols and their people. They put his armor in the temple of their gods and hung up his head in the temple of Dagon. When all the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead heard that the Philistines had done to Saul, all their valiant men went and took the bodies of Saul and his sons and brought them to Jabesh. Then they buried their bones under the great tree in Jabesh, and they fasted 7 days. Saul died because he was unfaithful to the Lord. He did not keep the word of the Lord, and even consulted a medium for guidance, and did not inquire of the Lord. So the Lord put him to death and turned the kingdom over to David, son of Jesse. David becomes king over Israel. Chapter 11. All Israel came together to David at Hebron and said, "We are your own flesh and blood. In the past, even while Saul was king, you were the one who led Israel in their military campaigns, and the Lord your God said to you, you will shepherd my people Israel, and you will become their ruler." When all the elders of Israel had come to King David at Hebron, he made a covenant with them at Hebron before the Lord, and they anointed David king over Israel, as the Lord had promised through Samuel. David conquers Jerusalem. David and all the Israelites marched to Jerusalem, that is Jebus. The Jebusites who lived there said to David, "You will not get in here." Nevertheless, David captured the fortress of Zion, which is the city of David. David had said, "Whoever leads the attack on the Jebusites will become commander-in-chief." Joab, son of Zeruiah, went up first, and so he received the command. David then took up the residence in the fortress, and so it was called the city of David. He built the city up around it, from the terrace to the surrounding wall, while Joab restored the rest of the city. And David became more and more powerful, because the Lord Almighty was with him. David's mighty warriors. These were the chiefs of David's mighty warriors. They, together with all Israel, gave his kingship strong support to extend it over the whole land as the Lord had promised. This is the list of David's mighty warriors: Jashobeam, a Hakamite, was chief of the officers. He raised a spear against 300 men, whom he killed in one encounter. Next to him was Eleazar, the son of Dodai the Ahite. One of the